Hope everybody's doing good today. Welcome back to Level M Diecast. You guys read the title. You know what we're going to cover today. This is the brand new A-Case Target Retro Mix 2022 from Matchbox. We are going to take a look at the entire assortment. I was fortunate enough to get the entire case, so I can give you the deets on the case allocation. You are looking at the first one. This is the 70 Chevy El Camino in this Widow Deco. We will go over that when we crack this. Little retro on this one for sure. You will see on the cards, this is number 1 of 24. So there will be 24 cars in the mix this year. First set was 12. Second set was 24. Now the third set, we're back on 24. There are the cars in the mix. Mini Cooper, El Camino, Ford Capri, MR2, Volkswagen Beetle, and the Willys Jeep. Mini Cooper is 1 per case. El Camino is 1 per case. Ford Capri, 2 per case. MR2, 2 per case. Beetle, 2 per case. And the Willys Jeep is also 2 per case. The Mini Cooper is a carry forward model. We will compare that with the original. The El Camino, the Capri, those are both new decos, as well as the MR2. And then the Beetle and the Jeep are also going to be carry forward models, and we will definitely compare those as well. So on to the next one. Just so you guys can check out the card art. This is the Ford Capri in green. Looks pretty good. Really like the card art. Looks real nice. Real nice. Not a big fan of that model per se, but you know, it's not a US car, you know. Toyota MR2 in this, I don't know, kind of like a tealish kind of color, a little darker. You guys know this is going to have several interior variations. In case you have been living under a rock, there are headlight up and headlight down versions, as well as left and right hand drive. So if you want to get everything, you have to get all 4 versions. So good thing this comes 2 per case, so that helps. I will tell you though that these two I have right here, these are both pop-up headlights with left-hand drive, and there were 2 of the same inserts, or 2 of the same interiors in the case. So did not get lucky enough to get another interior variation. Next one, this is the Austin Mini Cooper in white with black painted roof. We'll go over that guy, check him out as well with the original release. Another one we got here, this is the 62 Volkswagen Beetle. Another carry forward model. Check him out as well. There are quite a few differences. I can tell you that right now. And then we're going to wrap up with the Willys Jeep. This is also a carryover model from many, many years ago. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the original version versus this version and see what we got different. So take this guy away and let's get to chopping. All right, guys, we're going to get to chopping, but first, before we start chopping the first one, I want to show a couple things here. This is the Corvette Grand Sport. This is from Tyco era. Well, the original casting's not, but this particular version you're looking at is from the Tyco era. This is the Widow, and you can already see where we're going with this guy. There's a couple variations on this guy. This is the one where there is no tampo print inside the font. It just says the Widow with red outline. Got your spider on the roof and the red frosted windows. There was also this version, which is black outline, orange print on the inside, and a clear red window. You know, this Tyco area, guys, they were doing some crazy stuff in the 90s. Crazy stuff. And then this one in black, red outline on the text, and it's hollow. Same clear-ish window. Reason we're going for that is because with our El Camino, you'll see this is the Widow. So we'll pull this guy out the card. Get him out. Give a little side-by-side just to start it off. Definitely a more modern interpretation of the tampo for sure, but still retains the red windows. And then you do have the Widow on the side. Looks pretty good. White interior. I believe the other one has white interior as well. So this is a pretty cool throwback. Obviously, it's not the Grand Sport, but I think that that's okay. I think that's perfectly fine. See those two tampos right next to each other. See if we can get those to roll around concurrently. Looks pretty decent. It's a pretty cool model. You know, they modified this casting a little while ago. So, you know, the El Camino, but it's pretty cool. It's probably the most throwback one of the whole mix. Actually, it is the only throwback one of the whole mix, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's pretty cool, though. I like that they're pulling out a crazy deco like that, and at least it's still on a Chevy. I guess that counts. You know, it's a thing. It's a thing. So take a look at the base deets. It is just in gray. There are the base deets. P31 is the date code. It's crazy. When I did that collector's line the other day, I think the date code was P44. So these were made, you know, months before, like a little over 2 months before that collector line. All right, we're going to move on to the next guy. This is the Ford Capri. This guy is a brand new deco. Obviously, this model was a brand new casting last year. It does have an extra plastic insert in the back to keep it from rubbing. Throw that guy down there on the rotator, dude. Let him rotate around on the dude. Now, I can tell you one thing I really, really like about this model is the interior is the same color as the car, that green, and it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. I really like that. Still has front tampo, still has those hubcap classic wheels. Looks really, really good. This color is fantastic. It's just this, it's kind of metallic, but you can tell it's from back in the day kind of color. I think they did a fantastic job. This model looks really, really good. It does have chrome base. There are no taillight prints. And the reason that there are no taillight prints because there is a tampo print on the side in silver. You can barely see it, but it does show up. You got your door, some vents, and then there is a badge on the fender. But there's the front tampo print. Looks pretty good. Really do like it. There are the super chrome base. So P42. So that's crazy. The first one was P31. This was P42. So maybe that represents a time when the factory was shut down and they couldn't make anything. But it's a pretty cool model. It's a pretty cool model. Number 3 in the mix. Again, another new deco. This is the Toyota MR2. Again, another new casting from last year. Matchbox World did tease this on their Instagram feed. Curious where this was going to show up. It is the Retro Mix. Like I said, this is going to have multiple interiors. I like it. I like the fact it's got these interiors, but man, it is going to be difficult on this one because these are Target exclusive and it's just going to be difficult. I really like the color. I really think it looks good. This casting is just absolutely fantastic. I think this is the first gen MR2. I absolutely love it. It looks even good with the headlights down or up. And then left and right hand drives. So there's a combination of each. So there are 4 total variations if you want to collect them all. The one that came out last year, I still need the headlights up, right hand drive. So still on the hump for that. So I have 3 out of 4, but not all of them. Not all of them. Next up is going to be the Mini Cooper. Now, this is the original Mini Cooper that has been carried forward to be released. As he rolls around there, I'm going to crack open this one. Get him out the blister. Nice snap. So I'm going to tell you, this is a huge difference in color. So this one right here is the new one, the new Retro Mix. The original one is a very yellowish white. It's off-white, like way off-white. The new one's very much white for sure. Definitely can see the difference very prevalent in person. Probably shows up pretty good on the camera as well. They both have the same red interior, so that has not changed. They both have the same black painted roof. They are both gloss. And then they both have just simple front tampos. But it looks really, really good. So our new guy here, this guy is dated P42. And in case you guys are curious, the original one is stamped, I believe. Or it might even be, oh, there it is. It's right there. C18. So it's been a very, very long time since we've seen this guy. So this is the new one. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Rolling through. It's going to keep on chucking. This is the 1962 Volkswagen Beetle in mint green with black painted opening roof, fabric roof, vinyl roof, however you want to word it. This casting has been modified. Okay, so I want to make that very clear to everybody. This is the new one here. We'll crack this guy open, pull him out of the blister, potentially. There we go. Okay. Try not to crush the camera. All right, so it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but I can assure you that the new one is a much, much lighter mint. And we're going to go over the casting changes here in just 1 second, but there's quite a bit of difference between these. There's a little bit of tempo difference as well. The original black is a bit of a matte kind of finish, kind of satin a little bit. The new one is much more closer to gloss, although neither one are particularly gloss. The new one also has a tinted window versus the original that has just a clear window. And it's not heavily tinted, it's just lightly tinted, very lightly tinted. What we're going to do, we'll get back to our old school comparos. So the original will be on the right hand side. The new one is on the, the original is on the left hand side. And the new one's on the right hand side. So you can see on the bumpers, been modified. The new one is much beefier. A little bit better to see right here. New one is on your right. Original is on the left. So the whole base changed. You can see the details on the base. Completely different base, 100% through and through, all the way to the back. So if you guys have this model, don't sleep on it. Also, on the new one, you'll see that Volkswagen logo on the top of the hood is painted on the new one. It was not painted on the original. So, quite a few differences, no side tampos. And then the rear is no rear tampos as well. So, pretty cool. There's a lot more differences to this than it looks. So, I assure you guys should definitely pick up that new 62 Volkswagen Beetle. There is 2 per case, so at least they're a little bit nicer with that. They know the Volkswagen is going to be a little bit more popular. And it's pretty cool because it does have a tow hitch, which is kind of their rolling theme. So we'll pull those guys off. Now, the next one is, the last one is also carryover. This is the Jeep Willys in brown with some details on the side. This is a very old very old deco as well. Base coat is E25. So it's definitely been a while since this guy's been kicking it around. So we're going to go ahead and get our new one. We're going to crack him open. This guy also comes with an additional plastic piece to keep it from rubbing. Get the blister out of here. So this is the original. This is the new one. The original one is brown. It's like a metallic brown. The new one is metallic copper. It's copper brown. It looks very prevalent in person. I think it shows up okay on the camera. Looks pretty good. I can tell you that in person it's a very, very, very different deco, or very, very different color, I'm sorry. But they're still got the same design. They still got the same deets on the sides. We'll take a look at those. Original is on the left. New one is on the top. There we go. So it's the same tempo detail. The MBX and the shovel detail on the new one is more tan, lighter tan, versus the dark tan on the old one. But the rest of it is the same. Taking a look at the other side. Again, the new one is on the top. Same design, still has that plate steel on there. But the colors are very, very different. Very different. Original is on the top. take a look at that real quick. Get these to stack. There we go. So E25 is your original base code, and then this one is P42. So other than that, it doesn't look like there's any base changes to it at all. So pretty good. It's pretty good. So we'll throw these on here. Let's see what our mix looks like real quick. Just wrap up. Not a whole lot to showcase over here. These, you know, mainly carryover models, but all of them are very different. Plenty different enough to definitely warrant picking up. I do suggest everybody do that. Can't quite get all 6 of them on there. Let's see here. Got to get the El Camino in there somehow. That's what we'll do. Just do a little bit of a roundabout like this. And there we go. Boom. So there you go. That is Target Mix 1 for 2022 Retro Series. Super happy that this line continues at Target. I really, really like it. I really like the card art. Looks very good. And I'm happy that they're doing 24 models again. Definitely didn't want them to scale it back, so doing the 24 models is very, very cool. Very, very happy about that. And so we'll see what the next cars are coming out in the mix. You know, Matchbox always tends to slide some stuff in there on their Instagram feed. They don't necessarily tell you what line it is, but they show some stuff off. So we'll see what comes out of it. So not a bad mix to start. Just hopefully they get a little bit more retro mix in there. This is really the only one. So hopefully we get a little bit more of that in there, and we'll see what we got in store. So let me know what you guys think about that mix. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Hope you guys are subscribed. If not, please do. I'd appreciate it. We're getting pretty close to that 1,000 mark. But we're going to roll out. Appreciate every one of you guys. Level M Diecast. Peace!